All right, we're going to wrap up our quantum number notes with the last few example problems. So this one says 500, let me get a pen here, 500 and then -1/2. Well, 5, that tells me my energy level. 0 is for S. And then I need to decide whether it's an up arrow or a down arrow. So the next thing I want to do is write out my orbital diagram. 5s, that's going to be just one line because S only has one orbital. And if it's a down arrow, that means I had to have my up arrow first and then my down arrow. This is the one I'm referring to. So that means this is 5s2. And if I were to find that on the periodic table, 5th row, S block, second element is strontium, or Sr. Let's look at the next one. All right, this is 4, and then remember S is 0, P is 1, D is 2. So when I see D, that means, or when I see 2, that means D. So this is 4D. And I don't know what the number is, so let's go over here and we're going to draw a D sublevel. Remember, that's 5 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Zeros in the middle. Then we have -1 and -2, +1 and +2. Our electron's going to be on one of those lines. It's going to be on the -2 line. And it's the -1/2. That means it's a down arrow. So on the -2, we have a down arrow. Now, if you remember our electron configuration or our orbital diagram rules, we have to have one up arrow on each line before we get a down arrow. So that means I had to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 first, and then that's my 6th electron is the down one. So that's 6 electrons. 4d6. So to find 4d6, remember the D block, if I say 4d, that's actually in the 5th row, or period 5. Okay. 4d is in period 5. So I go to the 5th period in the D block, count over 6 elements. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you find Ru is the element that we're talking about here. Ru. Okay, the next one, 5 and then 3. So that's 5. 3 is F, SPDF. Okay. F has 7 orbitals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, so the middle point is right here with 3 on either side, -1, -2, -3, +1, +2, +3. We're looking at the +1 orbital, which is right here. -1/2 means down. If I have a down arrow there, that means I have to have up arrows on everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, then 8, 9, 10, 11, and then 12. That's my 12th arrow. So it's 5F12. We could look on our periodic table down in that F block. Remember, 5F is actually the 7th row, so that's going to be the last row on the periodic table. And 12 elements over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 is Fm, or fermium. Fm. All right, and then we get 3, 1, -1, +1/2. All right, 3, and then 1 is p, 3p. So a p orbital has 3 lines. On the negative one, we have an up arrow. That is just 3p1. And 3p1 is aluminum. Finally, we get to this one, which is a little tricky. 3, 3, 0, positive 1/2. So I have 3, and then S, P, D, F. So 3F. All right, here's the tricky thing. Is there such a thing as a 3F sublevel? We have 3D, but remember the first time that you see F is in the 4th energy level. Okay, so there is no such thing as this. Okay, this one does not exist because there's no such thing as a 3F. All right, and that's it for the example problems. Work through the practice and let me know if you have any questions.